Welcome ESL to week 2 in the Legends series as we're about to do some heat racing as we have Stephen Waters on the pole for today's heat number 1. Second is Justice Blackwell. Third, Tanner Pitts. Fourth, Joshua Bolton. Fifth, OJ. Sixth, Colby. Seventh, Jacob. Eighth, Eagle. Ninth, Bobby. And 10th is Ricky. We are at Hickory Motor Speedway, a shorter track from last week. As we get set for some racing, 25 laps. And the pace car is off the track, and we are underway. Stephen Waters with a quick jump at the start of this race. And Justice Blackwell's in second, followed by Tanner Pitts in third. Currently in 10th is Nolan Pierce, and that is the transfer spot. And that's at least where you want to finish if you want to make the featured race later on. As we have a battle for second with Tanner Pitts on the inside. Justice Blackwell's on the outside. He's not doing too great out in that outside groove, as he has fallen back to fourth. And once again, Northern Lights Racing looking strong in the heats. Last week they did the same thing, as they're currently 1 and 2. And OJ's trying to make it 1, 2, and 3. He's currently in fourth, but he has to get by Joshua Bolton in third. Nolan Pierce still holding on to that 10th position. He's followed by Ricky in 11th, and then Skylar Stevens in 12th. And Trevor Lopez in 19th, make that 20th. So he's holding down that last spot for right now. But your leader is still Stephen Waters, and he is actually starting to pull away from second place. So he is looking fast at Hickory today. In second is still Tanner Pitts, followed by Joshua Bolton. Fourth is OJ, and fifth is Jacob. Bobby Brownstone, he is currently battling for fifth place. He's on the outside. Can he make a move? As we are already almost to the halfway point of this heat. And Eagle is currently in sixth. Colby is in 8th. And Justice Blackwell has fallen back all the way down to 9th. So he is barely holding on. He can't lose too many more positions, and he's going to be outside looking in. And there's Ricky. He is holding that last 10th spot. Can Skylar make something happen and take over 10th? But it looks like Ricky is starting to pull away. As your leader, still Stephen Atwaters. And he continues to pull away from Tanner Pitts. Stephen Waters showing a lot of speed early on. as he's already getting close to some lap cars. Will he catch them before the race is over? As Eagle moves, is still battling, was just battling with Bobby. As Bobby's trying to take sixth place away from Eagle. But Ricky's holding on to that 10th spot. And Skyler seems to be fading some, so it looks like Ricky might hold on. But now he's battling with Justice, so now Justice might be the one that's going to be holding on to that 10th spot with 6 laps to go. But Steven Waters showing what he can do at Hickory in the first heat. Can he carry over this momentum into the featured race? As we know, the featured race, the competition gets much harder. Three laps to go this time by. Doesn't look like Steven Waters will catch the lapped cars, which is good for him. 2 laps to go. Justice is still battling at Ricky, but it looks like both of those drivers will make the heat race. As the white flag comes out, final lap in heat number 1. Steven goes around turn 3 and 4. Steven Waters wins heat number 1. And Ricky Bobby, well, Justice Blackwell finished in 10th. So your top 10 is Steven Waters, Tanner Pitts, Joshua Bolton. 4th is OJ, 5th is Jacob, 8th Eagle, 7th Bobby, 8th Colby, 9th Ricky, and 10th is Justice. And your 11 through 20 are not going to make the featured race, unfortunately. So they will be waiting until next week, and next week is the first big progression of the season. So you use your points wisely if you're struggling in these heats, and hopefully you can make the featured race next week. But I'll be back in a few minutes for heat number 2. We are back for heat in number 2. As Lizzie McGlover is on your pole for heat number 2. Second is Chris Harvey. Third is David Stone. Fourth is Christian. Fifth, Mitchie. Sixth, JQ. Seventh, Matt Henderson. Eighth, Bobby Leo Moxon. Ninth, Stefan Forge. And 10th is Some Say. Those are your top 10 on the grid. Well, we have the same result as Heat 1 as Stephen Waters pulled away in that first heat. As we get set to start heat number 2, 25 laps. And the race is underway. And Lizzie McGlover with a quick start in the inside. Seems like that inside lane is great on the start of the race. And Chris Harvey is in second. And we know Chris Harvey just has some speed. As last week he won your featured race. And then we have a battle for third and fourth. That's Mitchie's in fourth, followed by Christian in fifth. Holding on to the 10th position is Bobby Leo Moxon. Can Bobby hold on to that last transfer spot? He's currently in 11th. Some say is in 10th. So that's going to be a battle right there. There's a lot of congestion at this part of the field. So we will see if everything gets sorted out. But Lizzie is still your leader, followed by Chris Harvey in second. So she is showing some speed in Heat 1 as her and Chris are pulling away from third place. David Stone, the 145. As JQ, now he's in that transfer spot. And him and Christian are battling for 10th. Over in 12th is Sion. And then followed by him is Bob Harlow. Can they make anything happen and move up to 10th? Still plenty of race to go in this heat number 2. But JQ is still holding on to 10th, followed by Christian. And now it seems like the field is sorting out and everyone is single file as Lizzie continues to lead. But Chris Harvey is right on her tail as we're about to reach the halfway point of this race. It's been a great race so far as Bobby Leo Moxon continues to try to move up. And he is battling, some say he's in the outside. This is a battle for 8th position. JQ still holding on to 10th, but now we see Sion in 11th as he is starting to get closer to JQ. And Christian is in 10th. The laps are counting down. The drivers have to start making moves if they want to secure a spot in the featured race. This is a great battle for 10th, as JQ seems to be fading some. And up with your leaders, Lizzie and Chris are still 1 and 2, and they have pulled away from third. So it's only a 2-car race for the win of heat number 2. As we have 7 laps to go. As Christian is now, him and JQ are going at it. And this is for the transfer spot, so. And it's almost 3 wide there. And Bobby Leo Moxon on that outside lane. He cannot get into the inside as JQ is right in the middle. He continues to try to make it 3 wide. I don't know if that's going to help. And Christian just missed out the heats. I mean, he missed out the heat, the featured race last week. Can he get in this week? He was in the same position last week, battling for 10th. That would be tough not to get in 2 weeks in a row from after being so close. As they round around turn 4, the white flag is out. This is the final lap. Harvey seems content in staying second. But Lizzie McGlover wins heat number 2. And JQ and Bobby still going at it. And JQ secures the last transfer spot in 10th. So Lizzie McGlover, your winner. Chris, second. David, third. Mitchie, fourth. Matt, fifth. Morningstar, sixth. Stefan, seventh. Some say eighth. Bobby, ninth. And JQ round out your top 10. And 11 through 20, unfortunately, they didn't make it to the featured race, so they will have to wait till next week. But we had some great heat racing. I'll be back in about a half hour as we will kick off week 2's featured race, which I know was definitely going to be interesting. It's double the laps, so we'll see who can manage tires and who can show that long run speed. I will see you guys soon.